Hello, everyone. Welcome to Patriots 3, Life, Liberty, Pursuit of Happiness. And here's your host, Tim, Tanya, and our special guest, Drone. How y'all doing tonight?
Doing
Great.
good, man.
How you doing?
How's Tim?
Excellent, excellent. So just a quick reminder for the audience to go ahead and like, share, and follow on Tim Holliday TV. That's TIMHOLLIDAY TV. And there's no spaces to that. We are live on Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch TV. And hopefully I'll be able to get this uploaded onto iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. So tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about some elections that happen over in the state of Virginia, and we're going to talk about elections in general, what our thoughts are about that, and then probably wrap it up a little bit of random topic after the fact. I'm off location right now, but I won't tell you where I'm at. But yeah, we're definitely going to have a good time a little later on, off camera, of course. But yeah, so. Drone, Tanya, what do y'all think will happen with the redistricting over in Virginia? I mean, it started out in Texas, and they were ungerrymandering what they started. California was like saying, "Oh, we're gonna, do this gerrymandering," when Texas was undoing what they originally done, and now we have Virginia doing the same thing.
Mhm.
Okay, Tanya.
Well, I know in California they were working on that recently, but I
Yeah,
think we were going to lose a few seats, right?
yeah.
I'm not sure how many, but I know we were losing some seats, which I didn't appreciate. I think it's
Well, it's
just
like
a way government just bends the rules for their own benefit.
Well, the way they're drawing the lines, it seems purposefully like they're redrawing the lines to lose a Republican seat and gain a Democratic seat.
Yeah, so it's all for their benefit.
Yeah.
That's all it is around here.
So, what's your thoughts there, Drone?
Well, when Texas started talking about doing the same thing, California lost their minds. Like, oh, if you do it, we'll do it, and we'll do it. Well, California's already done.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really draw it out much more. Now we got Virginia in the hands of the Democrats. They're doing the same thing. It's
Yeah.
literally just a play for power.
Yeah.
You know, they say, oh well, we voted on it. We have no confidence in that broken election system. Zero.
Right. Right.
Zero. Um, Really, I think the gerrymandering needs to be just completely outlawed altogether. I think it should go
Yeah.
county by county based on population, and you can't group counties together. That's a crazy line. It needs to be a population. You're supposed to represent 200,000 people, and that
Right.
needs to be where the lines are. You
Right.
can change the population, but this gerrymandering, it's just another tool in the tool belt for the Democrats to cheat on elections.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
Well, one of the other tools in my thoughts and beliefs when it comes to elections overall is these voting machines. They can be easily manipulated if they're hooked up to a network. Anything
Right.
connected to a network can be hacked. I'm a computer
Right.
Yep.
technician, a network technician. I know these things.
Right.
I'm a moral
Right.
person, so I don't
Even if
practice
they're
it, but
not connected, a
yeah,
or literally a USB drive on a plug in different
yeah,
machines, you can change the vote.
yeah, yeah,
We need an overhaul in our election system. And if we get complete transparency and absolute fair elections, the Democrat will be a party of the past.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
And they will
So one of
absolute.
the things that what I talked about over in there's Shasta County over in California is they actually voted in that county to have hand counting. So what
Yeah.
their person at the ROP did is they cried to the state capital there, Sacramento, and they had a law made to where they can only machine counting has to be done. So what they're doing is
Mhm.
hand counting, or no, they're taking pictures of them before they go in the machine. They go in the machine and they hand count them after. So they figured a workaround in that county.
Right.
If the state happens to do that in your respective state,
Well,
ladies and gentlemen, there's a way around it. But I mean,
Right.
well,
bring back some seasonal jobs for the poll workers, and let's do this the right way, in my opinion. Because
Right.
I don't trust.
This may
Go
be
ahead, Joe.
wishful thinking, but I'll
Yeah,
go ahead and say what I want is I want
yeah,
complete total transparency, no machines in the election, hand
yeah,
counted votes, paper ballots, same day voting.
yeah,
Only mail-in ballots come from the military people are chronically ill, and even that
Yes.
needs to be supervised because people go in the nursing homes and they just fill out for people that are damn near
Right.
comatose. Oh, they voted.
Right.
Well, one of the things that
That
I'm
needs to
seeing,
be severely regulated.
oh, what do they call it? Ballot harvesting. They made ballot harvesting legal in California to where a person can collect a bunch of different ballots from, like you're saying, nursing homes and things like that. I don't trust that, out of all honesty.
A lot of
Yeah,
people.
good old fashioned signature, and give it to the. Well, again, I don't trust the postman either because we've heard a lot of weird things on that. Oh, drone, we lost you on camera, brother.
Oopsie.
Oh, I'm here, buddy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Nice.
Okay.
Besides that,
Yeah, I
Tim,
say that absolutely unapologetically.
Yeah.
This is what needs to happen. I think we
Yeah.
need to help heal this country over the divide we've had over the last 8-10 years. We need
Yeah.
absolute, complete transparency, declassification of all kinds of subjects and things, and
Yeah.
just lay it out there. Sometimes the truth hurts, but that's what it's going to take.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. And the fact that no ID or social security, like you have to scan your driver's license when you go to vote. It should be like a thing. Like everybody has to have like some kind of verification. I think that would be awfully helpful for the cheating process.
Right.
Well, that all comes back to chain of custody, too. I mean, once you do your vote, they can go in and adjudicate it and change your vote.
Yeah, true. Very true.
All right, I think our brother Albert's going to be joining in. Oh, Tanya, I lost you on camera too. What's going on?
Oh, you found me. Yay.
We're losing people.
Oh, I know.
Cellular service, you got to love it.
Right? Yeah, so sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're having a little bit of technical issues, but our brother Albert is joining in. Let's bring in Albert right here. Albert, my man, how you doing?
Hey, good. What's up? I just got out of work, man. I figured I'd stop and get me my dinner.
Yeah.
At the
Oh
Taco
gosh,
Hell.
you're looking to get
Oh,
cleaned out,
man.
aren't you?
No, I'm good, man. They make a special meal for me. Oh, not something that's not on the menu.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Nice.
been working 70 hours a week, so it's been tough. So I just barely get on real quick. I'm just gonna say hi. And hey, Tim, the shirts are gonna be delivered here within an hour when I get home.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
tomorrow
we'll talk
I'm
about
gonna
that
get them mailed
offline,
out
brother.
to you.
Hey, brother, we'll talk about that offline. All right. We'll talk about that offline. Yeah. So you, Albert, I believe you work in what industry?
Oil and gas industry, brother. Oil
All
rigs
right. So
and
how are things been going for you on your end?
shit, man. Today I just did orientation for another 68 people. So now we're up to 2,312 individuals.
Wow.
That's
So
incredible.
things are definitely not hurt. They're not hurting on your side, So we can
No,
talk about the
not at
gas
all.
prices in California because gas prices here in California are like what, $6 and change. What'd you see the other day, drone?
379 in Chicago. Kentucky was closer to 340, 349.
What did you see over in California?
Oh God, it was 685 for 87.
Whew.
Diesel was like 7 and change. I'm like,
Yep.
Yeah, it was just a few days ago I checked, over in the state of Missouri is 343.
Right. So you guys are
So
like
it's def-
$5 cheaper on the other end of the world. $4
so
cheaper.
it's not the president. I don't think it's the war. It's the governor. The different governors and there's various states. They're doing weird things. I know in California the taxes are outrageous of what's all going
yeah,
on.
the taxes on fuel is ridiculous. We pay enough taxes. If you added all our taxes together, we're paying about 60 to 75% of every dollar we make in some sort of tax, whether it be
Hey, Mike.
income tax, state tax, local tax, toll roads. I mean, you name
Yeah.
it. They tax us on what we make. When you die, they tax your family on it.
Yeah. But I mean, my question is, where's all the money going?
Right. I want an accounting on that.
Yeah, let's itemize
Well,
all that.
well, I mean, Go to all these blue states. Well, it's not just blue states; it's every state. There's fraud
Yeah.
is rampant.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
it is
It's
true.
just
True.
shockingly how rampant. And here's the thing: is we don't even know the full scale of it yet. And
Well, I was
I think
talking
if
to a
we
buddy of
do,
mine the other
if
night.
and when we do
Uh,
find out, it'll make every one of us sick to our stomach.
I know. I
well, I was
know.
talking to a buddy of mine the other night. They're building some sort of bridge over in California. I think it goes over Highway 101 for animals to cross over,
Oh wow.
and they're not even completed with it. And it's kind of like another bullet train disaster, the bullet train to nowhere.
Another
Another
nation.
disaster, and they keep on charging people more and more money on these ridiculous committees that oh we made decisions and they're very important.
Right.
But
Right.
where's the progress,
If
Right.
we're making a bridge for animals across the road, that tells you right there. Fact one, we pay too much in taxes.
Correct.
right?
I don't care
Wh-
what jurisdiction you live in, we pay too much in taxes. If you want to
Yeah.
Yeah,
see this
yeah,
country absolutely flourish, find everybody under 200,000 a year, make them absolute tax free, tax the people making more than 200,000. Outside of
yeah,
that,
yeah,
I want to hear zero complaints because that would be life changing for the biggest population of America. Is to
yeah,
get tax free. Like I know for me, and my wife, it would be absolutely life changing if that was ever to be the case. The
That
two
would be.
yeah,
fiftieth is coming up. I'm hopeful. Go
Yeah.
tariffs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah, so it's wonderful. We're coming up on 250 years of the United States of America. What do y'all think?
You better get your banners. It's going to be all
Awesome.
time of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It will.
Be great. It'd be great.
yeah.
I've
I'm
already
really
got my
happy.
firecrackers ready to
I
go.
Wow.
can't. Yeah, I can't wait to celebrate.
Right.
Yeah, I feel bad for Californians because they barely get the little tiny sparklers.
Yeah, we don't get much of here.
Yeah. Yeah, I got mine at discount. I got them last season. I got about $5,000 for about $500. So it's my house is
Nice.
going to be popping.
Nice, nice. It
I
was a
love
couple of years ago. I just went outside, watched the fireworks. I watched the thunder and lightning, and I watched the lightning bugs. That was a
it.
beautiful sight.
Yeah. I watched him in
Of
Lake
course.
Tahoe, and it was beautiful there. Absolutely beautiful.
It should be a good
Albert, you're being
time.
too
I'm
loud
looking
over there.
forward to it.
Yeah, we lost Albert, huh?
Yeah. No, I'm good. No, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay,
Just
okay.
gonna be driving, but I just want to say, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna head home. Got some traffic I'm gonna deal with. Everyone be safe, and here's South Texas. We're doing great, and no issues here. We need a little more rain, but everything's good. Okay. God
Hey,
bless
Right
keep
on.
making
everyone,
that
and
money.
thank y'all. Yeah,
Keep making that money and make it
3% for life.
export oil.
Right, right.
God bless you, brother. Glad you are able to join
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Okay, talk to y'all later.
See you, brother.
Take care.
Bye.
God bless.
Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, you heard it first. There's still drill baby drill down in Texas,
Yep. That's
Yeah.
good. That's
and
real
we,
Over
we
good.
heard it
2,000
firsthand.
employees. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and they're still
That's
looking for more.
Oh,
awesome.
that's the shocking part.
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
I wish
A
Albert.
lot of people.
I wish Albert was over in HR so we can bring people on, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
for real.
That'd be
just
awesome.
want to make sure the audience knows that.
Right?
Well, I
Hey,
totally forgot to
I
ask.
know we didn't
Go ahead.
discuss this
Yeah,
pre-hand,
go
but
ahead.
what about Venezuela? Have you heard any updates on that? Because
I have.
that is supposed to be like the biggest oil reserve in our hemisphere. Have we got teams in there working on their wells, getting them more productive? Have you heard anything updates on that?
Whereabouts?
In Valenzuela?
Venezuela?
Hmm.
No, I hadn't heard anything recent on Venezuela.
I just know we
Yeah, I'd
blew
like to
some.
get some updates on that.
Yeah, yeah, I got to make a phone call to find out a little bit more about that.
Yeah,
Copy that.
for sure.
Yeah, and actually, ladies and gentlemen, our regular Tuesdays we might not be having those, so we're gonna keep you updated on that. Yeah, I got a phone call earlier. There's some shifting around in the job schedule for John Valle, so we'll keep everyone updated on that. But if everyone's seeing this, go ahead and like, share, and follow.
Yes, like, share, and follow people.
And I've got a beautiful comment right here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we're just kind of random today. But like I said, I'm off location right now, so we're gonna keep this show a little bit short. We got about another 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
What do you think there, Drone?
This sounds good to me, man.
Yeah. So the whole thing about this energy thing, we got these these different cells, I'll call them. So we have a
Okay.
fuel cell or a gas tank, or then we have the other fuel cell, which is known as battery.
Right.
They're both powered by coal, or majority of it is. We're
Right.
only seeing 3 or 4% being powered off the solar and wind.
Yeah, we should be taking advantage.
I might be a little off of my numbers there, but it's not. It's just barely a trickle compared to what the fossil fuels are.
Right.
Yeah.
Why
And
don't we
I was very well
Oh.
disgusted with what I saw when I, about 2.5 years ago when I drove through the Panhandle. All these windmill generator thingies.
Yeah,
It's
those things are
absolutely
awesome.
disgusting to see that.
I know, but they work good.
Well, yeah, they also work good at killing the birds too.
Right.
Yeah,
I know. I know. They're huge too. They're actually way
Yeah.
bigger
cost to
than they.
gain ratio on those are way off. Those are
Right.
still several years out from being a productive, reliable, cost effective source of energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And go back to these gas prices just for a minute, man. It's
Yeah.
look, Iran shuts down the strait. These panickers buy, the price of oil jumps ridiculous, makes their gas go up.
Yeah.
Price will go over $100 a barrel. It'll drop back to 80. We don't see the
Yeah.
relief at the pumps for weeks.
Right.
And as I realize that's all publicly traded, but we're outproducing all these other countries. I think the other day I heard it was Russia and Saudi
China.
Arabia combined. We're outproducing them, and this time next year will be even more. Why is
Yeah.
not releasing to the markets? I mean, just because the Strait of Hormuz is closed down, that should not affect us. We only get like 2% of our oil from them, and really
Right.
we don't need that 2% because we're exporting so much. We filled up 100 tankers last week, and it was every one of them was $1 million to $2 million or 2 million gallon ships or barrel
Yeah.
ships. I mean, we're producing our own. I mean, this cost should affect us very little. Now, if you live, China, Japan, India, I could see it affecting you, but
Yeah.
here we're producing our own oil. Our oil should be a lot more stable. I realize there'll be a little fluctuation when they say, "Oh, there's a global shortage," but we're filling the gap. What else do we
Right.
have to
Well,
say to get the price down?
I think that whole blockade there with the strait that you talked about earlier. I think that's the blocking the resources from potential enemies such as Russia and China. And I'm saying potential loudly. Yeah, I'm not straight up saying they're
Yeah.
enemies, but I think it's cutting off resources.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
Loudly and unapologetically.
yeah, yeah.
I love that.
So it's
So
like
we're importing all this
they
oil.
wanted to
Why
create a
not?
blockade, so we created one.
Right?
Yeah.
Why not?
It's like you don't have to worry about shutting it down. We've already done it for you. What else you got?
Right,
Come at me.
right.
I love
It's,
that.
it's like a game of chess. It's kind of interesting.
Yep. It is.
40 chests from 50,000 feet. Good luck.
Right? Yeah, no kidding.
I love that.
It's and honestly with Iran, I mean, we've already killed two sets of leaders. It's like, really, who's even really running the country, and are they legitimate? They obviously were
Correct.
picked by the people of Iran, so these are just people trying to assume power. I'm
Right.
assuming there's a lot of infighting on that end. That's why it's taken so long to come to a consensus for this. But
Yeah. Yeah.
Trump's got 3 months to do an operation. When a ceasefire starts, that clock starts over. So you know what? As long as we're in a ceasefire, if it starts back up again, we got another 3 months, and they'll be begging for a ceasefire because I promise our Air Force and our
Right.
Navy, Air Service members, they will bring the bang. They'll bring the fight. Put warheads on foreheads. You want to
Yeah.
fuck around? You can find out. I promise, real quick.
Yep.
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 It's crazy how precise they are with that too. My
Yeah.
Oh
goodness.
yeah.
It is crazy. They can drop it
Yeah.
on a dime. Mm-hmm.
Pinpoint on GPS and lasers.
Yep. That's it. I love it.
Oh yeah.
That's
Jam,
good
that's all
tech,
you want, man. They're J dams. It doesn't matter. They're independent.
right?
Boom.
Yep.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Exactly. Even if your name's not Felicia, but you're still Felicia.
Fine.
Your name could be Alahago Duck Bar. It doesn't matter. It's by Felicia.
Well, it's Alahola Jock Bar Felicia.
Enjoy your sheep and virgins or whatever it is. That praise Allah.
Right?
Yeah,
Praise whoever you believe in, but yeah. FAFO. I agree with you.
100%.
I
Well,
love it.
another thing too is Tim. I know we didn't really talk about this much prior to the podcast too.
That's all right.
You know, our ICE does not get enough support in this country.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
not from Patriots, but the radical left, the people on the
Yeah.
news. I've even seen skits on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. If they were doing that to police officers, military, there would be absolute outrage. Our ICE does not get enough respect. Those
Right.
guys got a tough job, man.
Yeah.
Official numbers, I think he's listed around 7 million got in during the Biden administration. I bet that number's more like 4 times that. So 28 million. They need to be working overtime every week, and they need funded absolutely. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying we need to go house to house, but every community we need a strong ICE presence in just every community in the United States.
Absolutely. But on the plus side here, brother, California's been trying to do some weird things to ICE, and they don't want people working with ICE or works in ICE. They don't want them to wear a mask, which
Well, yeah,
actually is
because
a good thing because they
they
want
want to
to.
dox them and their families, so they can't do their job
But
effectively.
what I
100%.
have seen recently is there's a judge that overrode what California said. You know, California didn't want masks. The judge said yes, they can wear masks. You know,
Well,
they
technically, ICE is a federal agent. So
exactly.
I'm just going to
Right.
give some straight advice. If you try to physically intimidate or assault a police officer or a federal agent, you're going to get
Yeah.
shot. If you try to run
Yeah.
them over with the car, you're going to get shot.
Yep.
We don't care about your pronouns. Your pronouns after you do that is was were.
Exactly.
And if that hurts your feelings,
Yeah.
sorry, not
Right.
sorry.
Exactly.
Common sense will
I
take
let-
you far in life. My motto's always been open mind, shut mouth. That will take
Yeah.
you far in life. This younger generation needs to listen, as I promise. A lot of that will help. Also, if you don't have the blue and yellow hair, guess what? You'll get a lot more input. I promise.
Yeah.
You look ridiculous.
Well, I know some good people that change their colors of hair, so I'm not gonna, badger them too much on that. Based on just reading the cover of the
Sorry,
book.
I'm
But
old
I
and
do
set in my
understand what you're
ways.
saying.
Yeah.
When I was about 3 years ago, I was looking around different states to live in. I even saw some purple haired teachers over in Kentucky. So I'm just like, where is a
I,
decent place to live in this country? And
we have a few in Kentucky that are way out there, major metropolitan area. It's like they flock
yeah,
to it for some reason. They thrive on each other.
Yeah, they
well, it's
do.
like what I say is, the bad parts of California is just vomited all over our country, and we all got to do cleanup on that,
Oh
which
yeah.
is unfortunate.
When
And
I
we
was
got to
growing
clean
up,
up
they
the
used
right
to
way.
say it would start at the coast and move in. And the last
Yeah.
10 years, 15 years, it's California and it's moving in. It's affecting the rest of the, I won't say the rest of the country, the major metropolitan areas.
Yes.
It's like they've been brainwashed. It's a combination of the media spewing their stuff, which we all know is underlying. It's probably CIA and Mockingbird, but that's a
Right.
whole different discussion. But our media in this country is at an all time low, and like the credibility. I saw something the other day, and this was even from CNN. It was like 18% or something. So
Yeah. But I mean,
That's crazy.
speaking of Operation Mockingbird, I mean, we just need to echo back and probably be louder than them, and that's
oh yeah,
probably
hands
one way
down.
we could defeat that.
Right.
Big, loud, and proud, and I'm not changing my ways. I'm not going anywhere. If you think you can take me off or change my mind, you're welcome to please come and try.
Amen. Amen, brother. I'm the same way here.
Right.
But speaking about that, ladies and gentlemen, if you're seeing this, like, share, and follow. Definitely get the word out.
Mm-hmm.
Let the voices be heard.
Yes.
Because I'm coming in from the Midwest, and Drone's coming in a little bit, from a little further east than I am, and then we have Tanya over in California. So we have a pretty good team, and I try to bring on as many different guests as possible. Try to mix it up a little bit, and hopefully I'll have a fun show coming up in the future. We're
Right.
overdue for one of those.
Yeah, we will. We
But
will.
yeah, it's good. Definitely good to have you on, brother Drone.
Well, man, I appreciate you
Yeah.
having me. Appreciate
Yeah,
the
it's good to
time.
see Albert as well.
Yeah.
Anytime we can come on, man. If I'm available, I don't care a bit to get on. It's not much of a conversation. I'll just get on here and share how I feel, how I
Yeah,
think, and go from there. And I'm unapologetically about saying it. So,
Yeah.
that's all right.
See?
All right, Tanya, any final words before we wrap up?
No, everybody have a great weekend though. Bring us
Yes.
back your fun stories so we can have a fun show next week.
Yeah. People leave comments, and I'll definitely answer back on the comments.
Right.
So yeah, be sure to join in on Tim Holliday TV on YouTube, Rumble. Let's see, Facebook, Twitch TV, iHeart, Spotify, as well as Apple Podcasts.
Yep.
And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have a great evening and a wonderful weekend.
Good night.